introduce a few of the riders that have made themselves especially notable in our Category 4 competition. Our overall leaders, and all these guys have won at least 2 stages and placed highly in others. Please welcome from Colorado in 3rd place overall so far with 190 finishing points, Mr. Matt Yeager. We also have in 2nd place overall out of Brooklyn, New York, the winner of the first 2 stages, boy, a long time ago now, back in Menasha and Manitowoc, with 195 finishing points, Mr. Carlos Rivera. And our overall leader with 275 points, just about got it sewn up, but you know there's a 40-point road race coming up in a couple of days, so he wants to make sure he's got enough points to sew it up here before he moves up to Category 3. Please welcome from Milwaukee, Mr. Casey Masterson. And some guys that got in a great breakaway yesterday in De Pere. 3rd place yesterday out of Fort Lauderdale was Matt Hansley. Is Matt here today? There he is. We've got Paul Benson of Winnipeg. And winning yesterday, Mark Fournier of Winnipeg. I'd also like to introduce a few riders here from our USA Cycling National Road Development Camp. Juniors, I believe. Nick Grigsby. Where are you, Nick? Lawrence Borbass. Brad Andringa and David Kappa and Zach Hockett. And thanks to Leonardo Campos Moya, one of our coaches there, as well as Tim Reedus, Andre Angulo, Mike Farron, and Kristen Diefenbach for coaching the future of American cycling. Gentlemen, this is Category 4 and 5. Your distance is 35 miles. That is 45 laps. $700 in prizes, going 18 deep. You have, we have preems, and we will announce one preem as a merchandise preem, a Thompson Elite Stem. Okay, and that is from our National Road Development Camp. We've got a few others. Are they cash preems? Cash preems as well. The course is 0.8 of a mile around. Free laps end with 6 remaining. And the Campagnolo pit, if you've got a mechanical problem or have a crash, the pit is behind you there. It's on the left side of the straightaway coming up here toward the... And we're underway now. 45 laps in our first race of the day. Coming this afternoon, we'll have the women intermediate and industry level women. Scheduled to roll 35, while we were close to 1, and about 2 o'clock. Right over the line, next time, Fremont merchandise free, Thompson Stem. Silver right over the line.
But yeah, because I mean, there's a pace.
Yeah.
13 years of sponsorship so far for the National Cycling Classic. Our 2006 Ion pace car coming through, showing 29 to go. 215, 585, first total legs. Banks next time. And they'll be seeing 24 laps remaining. $20 now from Associated Banks. Attention riders, attention leaders. $20 to the leader of the lap. $20 to the leader of the lap from Associated Banks. And Glenn Morey is here today, our licensed massage therapist, right behind the stage here. And of course, Dr. Jeff Bruin inside that truck.
And Matt, congratulations. Go ahead and just have a seat here. Yeah, because we're keeping the ceiling low today because we expected some wind out here, but you just had more than your share of rain.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried that this was going to happen. I was hoping it was going to stay clear, but the way the clouds were looking on the drive in here, and we got a little bit of a late start again, so it was just a recipe for a rainy race again.
Was that your motivation for going off the front by yourself?
Well, it certainly always helps. Conditions like this, guys in a big pack are always a little bit twitchy, a little bit nervous. So, if you can get out there and get some space and get a gap and be able to take a little more speed through the corners, again, it's always an advantage.
You had guys like Casey Masterson, our overall leader, and Carlos Rivera trying to chase you down, and they could not do it.
I'm always worried with guys of that quality chasing me down. I mean, the only thing that I can do is go out there and put my head down and try to bury myself and hope that they're not able to chase. But I'm always they're always in the back of my mind, if not in the back of my wheels. So.
You think the rain here gives an advantage to a small breakaway, even a solo breakaway?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I think that's probably one of the only reasons I was able to stay away and get the gap that I did because, guys are just, like I said, real timid through the corners. So.
Well, Matt Yeager, congratulations, and I know it's been a very close battle between you and the man sitting next to you for second overall. You had second overall for a while. You got a couple of stage wins. Now you've got at least 3 stage wins out here, and you still got to watch out for this sprinter here in blue and yellow who's out here all the way from New York.
You bet. Carlos has a monster sprint. He's a smart rider. He always knows what's going on, so it's definitely going to be a chess match, I think, right down to the wire with this guy.
Well, Matt Yeager, congratulations, and we've got our second place rider up here, but let's go, since we're talking about Carlos Rivera. Carlos, why don't you move over one spot, and then Chris, have a seat there and relax. Carlos Rivera, Brooklyn, New York, and you've told me already that you used to ride in the higher categories. You've taken some time off for some knee surgery, and it looks like things are feeling okay for you.
Yeah, thank God. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Casey. He's doing a great job. He's going to move up to Cat 3s right now because he's got first place locked up.
All right, so Casey Masterson of Milwaukee for Velo Trocadero is good, right across the street, and he'll be upgrading to the next level of competition. That's one of the great things about bike racing is you move up to a level where everything is pretty even and it makes things a little more fun and a little more fair.
Yeah,
pretty good, aren't you?
definitely have a lot of experience since I've been riding for a long time. But the knee surgery set me back. For one thing in particular, like strategy, you don't block from the front. You don't get to the front and slow down in front of another rider. If you're gonna block, just get right behind them. You don't pull through, you sit on someone's wheel. That's a perfect way of blocking without becoming an interference.
All right, so I have a feeling somebody was riding defensively out there today that you have a disagreement with.
Yeah, strategically unsound strategy, technique, everything. It was just, it was terrible. You know, there's a 5-point difference between Matt and I'm just trying to cover myself. So trying to chase him down, but the guy's just too strong. I mean, all I have is a sprint. So I would just try to sprint as long as I can, try to catch, and I couldn't. Just trying to limit my losses here. He got 20 points. I think I got 4, so that's 17. So got up by 2. So like you said, it's gonna be a great war all the way down to Sunday. Looking forward.
So you're going to be watching out for Matt Yeager, number 322, try to keep him near you and hope you can out-sprint him in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no secret. He's just stronger than me. That's plain and simple. He can break away. He's just got a lot of lung, a lot of leg, and all I got is a kick at the end. So it'll be interesting.
All right, Carlos Rivera, thank you very much. Maximilian Hornung of Germany down here, and congratulations. When did you get to the United States?
I came the day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday, so you're still in some other time zone. You think it's nighttime right now.
Yes, it is. We are 7 hours later than here, but it's okay.
And Max, it seems that didn't affect you too much. You got out of there in the breakaway today, in a chase group anyway. Held off the field, and 3rd place, not bad for your first race here.
Yes, I think it's okay. And in Germany, we are only with riders who are the same age as we. And so it was a new experience, but it was great, I think.
So you're riding with some older riders, but about the same experience level. Then I take it you're new to bicycle racing?
What?
All right, how many years have you been racing bicycles?
I'm in the 8th season.
In the 8th season, okay. And riding here with Category 4, did you find the competition easy or hard?
I think it was very fast, the race. The same as in Germany, but I don't want to drive in Category 3 because I think it was hard enough.
All right, Category 4 hard enough for you right now, and Maximilian Hartung, good job today. Let's get these guys up here for a quick photo opportunity. We're going to put Matt Yeager and just plain get cleaned up and dry here today, but come on out here and we appreciate that.
Okay, there's a mic.
And let's look at, actually I do not have the names of the new riders here, but I would like, I know we have at least one rider all the way from Germany here. Where is our rider from Deutschland? Anybody from Deutschland, raise their hand. Anybody from Germany, raise their hand. I know we have at least one rider from Germany in here today. I saw her warming up. There she is, Deutschland, okay. Truly an international field now. Riders from across the big pond joining us today here in Sheboygan. And this is the 6th year of the Heritage Square Criterium in Sheboygan, brought to you today by PCW Cycling and Van Horn Hyundai. And riders, your final instructions are as follows. The finishing prize list. Your mechanic pit for mechanical problems and crashes as it is 40 laps to go, 30 miles. Roughly equivalent to 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers for the riders from Germany.
guy who almost killed somebody.
From Kohler, Credit Union goes to 197 and the Sox to 152. Number 197 for the Kohler Credit Union cash. Well, that is Michelle.
Hi, my name is Susie Runnis. I'm with the Safe Kids Sheboygan chapter, and today at the Heritage Bike Races we are here fitting and selling bicycle helmets for people of all ages. For example, we've got toddler helmets, which are for basically 3 to 4 or 5 years old. We have extreme helmets, which will be more for the rollerbladers and bicyclists that like to jump ramps and more the daredevil. And then we've also got a variety of colors and helmets that go from small to larges. So basically, children on up through adults, we have helmets for. And we're selling the bike helmets at cost. They're $8. Extreme helmets are $10. And even though the weather is not real good, we're going to stick around for the afternoon, and we're hoping to help out people with purchasing of new helmets or fitting the current ones that they have.
Well, if they can't get them here today, can they still buy them?
Yeah, if people don't want to come out today, their helmets are available at both hospitals. At St. Nicholas Hospital, they're available through the ER department 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And through Sheboygan Memorial Hospital, they would just need to contact the community education department.
Why is it so much more important now to wear a helmet?
Helmet safety is very important for obvious reasons. A simple crash or a simple fall on the pavement, the helmet's going to protect the head. A lot of times people tend to flip forward when they are involved in a crash or they hit a curb. People tend to fall forward, so protecting the head, especially the front of the head, is very important. And we encourage adults to wear them as well to set the standard for their children to be wearing those as they grow older as well.
Three riders now maybe working together at 2. Karloff has some teammates at the very front of the pack. Look at that, number 168. 177, Carlos Rivera in the category 4 race was a little bit of distance between them and the leaders for their teammate. There's 1 lap to go. Schuler on the attack. Followed by Dolhoff and Missless. Schuler, North Dakota, Dolhoff, and California, Missless of Illinois. And 1 to go, and now the rest of the pack coming up. Not a big lead against Pat Wood. Winding up that huge gear, daring anybody that's trying to call under here. Schuler, Dolhoff. Missless, and it is Schuler followed by 1-7-2-3 over the line. That woman is strong, and we're going to hear from her here in just a few minutes. And
Because we know she was first. Between Mary and Carolyn, it was a little bit tighter. But Ann Schuler, you know, I remember you going off the front last year or the year before. I can't remember if it was here or somewhere else.
The next day, tomorrow.
Ah, it was in Kenosha.
And it was yesterday, too.
Okay, Kenosha and De Pere last year. Well, Ann Schuler, welcome back to the International Cycling Classic.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here. What a great venue. The crowds are just awesome.
Well, you know, it rained out here and we had some wind, but we still have folks showing up to do some spectating, and they're enjoying some food and some drink out here. And I know that you want to get onto that here in a little while, but let's talk about this race and the style of riding that you have. You're very easily identified because we look for that about 60 RPMs out there hammering this big, huge gear all day long.
That comes from powerlifting. I'm a powerlifter. I squat 480, bench 280, and deadlift 500, so it makes me go slow and hard.
All right, so well, the RPMs are slow, but the bike wasn't going slow. You know, when Mary Missless and Carolyn Dolhoff caught you, finally, after you took a few preems, you also left them. You broke away from them again for a little while.
I didn't mean to. It was one of those things like, oh no, I better wait. I need them. I needed them very much today. And you know, I'm used to riding alone in North Dakota, so I don't pay attention to those behind me or anyone coming around me or anything like that. So it's pretty much how I ride.
And so you didn't pay much attention to him either. You just came out of the last corner and you powered away from him. It was obvious you won today.
Yeah, it's like I said, I ride alone, and I like being alone. It's the solitude of bike riding.
The zen of things, the zen of the big gear. Ann Schuler of West Fargo, North Dakota.
Are posted. You have 15 minutes to examine them and question them. And we're about ready to bring our, well, we are ready to bring and have brought our men 40 plus to the line. And I'm going to give a quick introduction here before we give them some final instructions. It is leading this. He is a mechanic for the Madison Transit System. He rides for Spring Street Sports in a blue jersey. Please welcome Mr. Chris Halverson. Where is Chris today? Right there. In second overall, a guy all the way out from California. And I think we will see him in the black and gray of the Safeway GA Communications team with 89 points, Ron Reed. And in third place from Oxford, Ohio with 78 points, welcome Mr. Brian Batke. Where's Brian today? There he is in the Torelli jersey. And 40 plus. Let's introduce our winners from yesterday's stage. Top three in yesterday's stage, the Bellin Health De Pere Classic. Jeff Polson, first place from Team Safeway GA Communications out of California. Winner yesterday. Stephen Gregorios of California for the Morgan Stanley team was second yesterday. You know, these guys from California are really starting to take their share of the prizes, but a man from Wisconsin for Spin Doctor took third yesterday. Please welcome John Van Susteren. Where's John? Back there in the back in the JDRF blue and silver jerseys. And any riders who crashed in the women's race, they have first aid on the back straight. They'll position themselves on the back straight. Anybody need a little bit of cleaning up and a little bit of medical assistance? Jeff and Doctor's 40 plus. 55 laps, 40 miles. Can you hear okay? I know the music's up a little bit loud. It is 55 laps, 40 miles, $850 in prizes among the top 18 finishers. We've got Preems out here today. We have cash Preems and these Wigwam Triathlete runners and cyclist socks. And everybody goes, oh yeah, socks for a second. They're nice socks, believe me. Wigwam socks, the only brand of socks that Jerry Lewis will wear. All right. We have, and actually let me correct here. Let me actually read from the correct page. 50 laps, 40 miles. Does that sound better? 50 laps, 40 miles. $850 in prizes to the top 18. 3 laps down to 6 to go. After 6 to go, no more free laps. The Campagnolo pit is behind you here. The Campagnolo pit is on the left side of the course coming out of turn 4. No more free laps after 6 to go. Any questions? Riders ready, and off we go.
We're here at Jerry Vandekreek, one of the organizers for, once again, the Heritage Square Criterium for 2005.
16 years.
16 years.
16 years. This is their 16th year, Kerry.
Tell us about how many events like this have gone through your mind over the years?
How many events like this have gone through my mind? Well, I think I remember all 16 of them. I remember the first one, you know, right after we created the S-curve here as part of the road. We wanted to make sure that we had something going on over in this area to try and draw attention to the Heritage Square area. People with the bike races came to us, wondered if we were interested, and that's the way it's gone.
So the merchants in this Heritage Square area, they help out with the event?
The merchants are all contributing in some way, shape, or form, whether it be, you know, as Ada's or Al and Al's with having their food stands. A couple other have other merchandise out. They all help monetarily, helping with the preems and the fee to bring the racers here. So everybody's helping.
Let's talk about the preems for those who don't really know what a preem is.
Basically, they're lap prizes. Preems, they can be for first, second, and third place. They could be for someone who's leading the pack on a certain lap. I just got done putting together the preems for the pro race, and we're going to have probably close to 75 preems, about between $1,500 and $2,000 just in lap prizes, which is in addition to the purse money that they get for overall standings or winning the race. So.
Right now, with the early races, we had some inclement weather. Things are holding out right now, and you have a number of volunteers from different organizations.
Yeah, it takes quite a few people to put it on, helping set up, corner workers, taking down later on. We've had people who've been out getting some money from local businesses, our community sponsors, as it were, to help, again, bring the race here. It costs money to bring all this here, as well as the preems and other things that are going up. So between PCW Cycling, the Fat Cats, Tom Reese has been a big help this year, helping with just the physical setup, working with the city, working with the police department, the ambulance service, and you know, the bus routes have to be changed. The fire department, police department, all those people need to know, you know, what's going on here, because we're changing, you know, closing the roads.
Now, you said this is the 16th year. Things look good for future years?
Well, I sure hope so. We're planning on it. In fact, next year we're hoping to do a little bit more. We're talking about a citizens race. We're talking about a kids race. We're talking about a big wheel race for the little kids. Doing some of those things next year. This year we've got a couple of bands that are going to be playing on 12th in Georgia. As long as the weather holds. Now we have that. The PCW Cycling Club has a raffle. They're selling some raffle tickets over on 12th and Broadway for a car, a trip to Hawaii, some bikes. This is kind of in conjunction with their mountain bike race that they're going to have at Evergreen Park later on this year.
All right, very good.
All right.
Sunny Fest. Doesn't really sun out.
You're doing a good job.
Hi, I'm Rob Bolt, Director of PCW Cycling. I'm here with Brian Matter, one of our pros, trustee pros from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'm just going to ask Brian a couple questions, and he's going to recite back very cleanly, I'm sure. Brian actually races all around the United States, has raced all around the world previously. The other highlight is Brian just got married about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Did it
12 days.
Did it slow down at all? No?
Not yet. We'll
Honeymoon's
see.
still going on.
Honeymoon's still happening.
Brian's going
Doing good.
great. And one thing I'm going to talk about or ask you is, what do you do during the week to keep up on your fitness, or keep fast? I guess, for the pro bike.
I've got a slave driver for a boss, so it's really tough to constantly be training.
But good looking.
But yeah, I usually, Mondays and Fridays are usually recovery days. Monday, usually recovering after a race weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when I do most of my miles. Try to do an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, and then race on the weekends.
As far as the races on the weekends, where have you traveled this year, and how is the result so far?
So far, I've been sticking mostly to Wisconsin, mountain bikes, a few road races here and there. I was second place at the Wisconsin State Championships earlier this spring for road racing, and hoping for a good fall on the mountain bike.
And tonight he's going to be racing the pro field. Brian, like he said, took second at the state championship. Today we're racing international champions, more or less. A couple of Olympians in there. Greg Henderson, world time trial champion. What's the plans for tonight? I know the paper said you were going to get off the front a couple times. Pete Barth of the paper wrote. So, what's the plans?
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, nothing to lose. It's the home course. I have the fans cheering for me, so we'll see what happens. I know these guys are definitely in a different league, but I'll see what I can do. I'll go for it.
Great. We're heading into the end of Super Week, more or less here. Brian, and along with a couple other our Super Week people, have raced a handful of times. They really aren't worried about the point series at all, but his focus is mountain bike and the World Championship cyclocross coming up here. And with that being said, in October 9th is the Wigwam Ultramax Challenge. And with our sponsors, we're going to be doing a big package as far as raffles, and it's a great show, along with the Heritage Square event. So is there anything that you could tell the younger guys to try to get them into the sport?
Yeah, I mean, start off and have fun. Don't worry about training. It'll come naturally. I started off probably at age 13, one ride a week with my dad, and it progressed naturally from there. I started off racing mountain bikes. I find it's a little less pressure, a little less dangerous. Road racing can be tough to get started. The Wigwam race in Sheboygan this fall is definitely a great one to get started. Good family atmosphere, lots of prizes and fun.
Also, with that being said, the sponsor, Paul Weaver, our sponsor, has developed quite a few talented junior riders. Tristan, the Nagotis, Brian Shanning, and I would like to encourage any young person or boy, girl to come to Bike and Ski or come up to Sheboygan and ride with us on Tuesdays and get acclimated to the speed that we could get them into. So thank you very much, and have a great day here at the Heritage Square event.
Thank you.
And they'll be going down Broadway here for just a second. We'll see if three men still have a gap. I don't think they do. It looks like the past street. Kohler Company, the Sheboygan Press, Community Bank and Trust. And the rain is coming down. It is one. A lap to go in the bike race. Let's hear it, Sheboygan. Everybody out here, 40-plus years of age, riding like the veterans, the masters of the sport that they are. And it is one lap to go. Morgan Stanley's got the lead out there. Overall leader Chris Halverson in third spot, using the Morgan Stanley lead out to keep his spot up there. So Morgan Stanley with some teamwork there. It may have been one of those Morgan Stanley lead out men, exhausted him up there, but Chris Halverson, well, the Spring Street Sports out of Madison, I don't know if he has any teammates out there. He's just using that Morgan Stanley team to keep him up at the front. As everybody's trying to get in on the action. And more in blue for Spring Street Sports. They're near the front somewhere, but it looks like the man from San Luis Obispo. Is it? Indeed it is! It is Butch Stinson of California. Not San Luis Obispo, but Moore Park, California. Butch Stinson, a former national criterium champion.
That's pretty good. Well, Butch, congratulations. I know that You know, you're always a man to look for in a sprint and in these criteriums. You're one of the guys in California to beat, one of the guys anywhere in the country to beat, but I hadn't been mentioning your name a lot these last few days.
Well, I'm out here by myself. I don't have any teammates, and the other guys have quite a bit. Yesterday, they really took me to the mat. I had a good day, but I ended up with nothing, so I was super motivated today to come back and show them what I could do.
All right, I'm going to have our 10 speeds guys turn down the music, please. And Butch, you did show them what we had today. We had a little bit of rain out there, which I know as you guys get over 40 years of age, and I know I'm over 40 years of age, I know I definitely take a little bit more care of myself and am more careful when there is water on those crosswalk lines.
The course itself was really slippery about the first half. Quite a few guys went down, slipped and slid in the corner. It kept the speed a little bit under control. Then everything dried out. I started thinking this is a good time to go. This would be a good place to go from the front, about halfway down the backstretch. And with 3 laps to go, it started raining again. Fortunately, it didn't get wet enough that caused any real problems, but I did take it from the backstretch. And with a little bit of help from a friend of mine in the field, I was able to hold him off.
Yeah, you know, the friend of mine thing, you know, sometimes you got somebody out there that's willing to give you a little bit of help, but they're not wearing the same jersey. Makes it hard for other guys to keep track of, you know, who's riding with who here.
Well, sometimes us solo guys got to band together and work against the team, so it really was nice to do that today.
And you know, yesterday when a man from Safeway GA Communications won, he said, you know, I got to thank Chris Black for talking up the International Cycling Classic. And you guys from California have been coming out, and now you have a couple of big teams from California out here.
Yeah, everybody found out how much fun it is and how fit you are when you get back. In California, we race all the way through September, so this is a good time of year for us to come out and race this. The crowds out here are phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoy myself every time I come, and I talk it up as much as I can also.
Well, Butch Stinton, congratulations. Stick around, and we're going to have you up here on a podium in a second.
$30 to the leader next time. $30 to the leader of the lap. $30 to the leader of the lap next time from down and up left him. And now, leading it out. Leading out is Boucher. Boucher leading out, but it is the man from Colorado.
You went for several preems, won yourself some money and a bunch of Wigwam socks as well, and then you win the whole thing at the end.
Yeah, you know, I tried.
Now, we had 4 riders out there, and it was do or die, basically. When you break away that close to the end of a race, if you get caught, chances are you're going to be too tired to do anything else.
Yeah, Jeremy, I just kept, we all were motivating each other, just trying to keep the pace going, because we could see the pack coming down on us, and it was not looking pretty, so we just kept up the pace, up like 30 miles and up, you know, so we took it, so it was fun.
Now, in the last lap, of course, you guys have been working like teammates very closely together to stay away from the whole pack for your mutual benefit, but on the last lap you have to try to figure out how to beat those guys.
Right. Yeah, it was interesting, because I mean, you don't exactly want to go like blowing by the people that just helps you get to the finish like that, you know, so it was hard, but it was a good race.
All right, so you come out in front, and Dan Summerhill, what town in Colorado are you from, and who do you ride for?
I live in Denver, Colorado, and ride for a junior development team called Rocky Mountain Cycling Education Foundation.
Ah, now I wondered what that foundation was all about. So this team is specifically there to develop young riders, teenage riders.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh, 16 years old, and you know, there's another guy, I think 17 years old perhaps, out of LA that won the field sprint for 5th out there, Justin Williams. So the young guys are really doing something out here.
Yeah, we're doing all right, I think. We're doing all right.
Well, Dan Summerhill from Denver, Colorado, congratulations. Have a seat and we'll have you.
Criteria. And now to call all the action for tonight's pro race. He's a Midwest boy who comes home every year from Long Beach, California. Many call him the best play-by-play cycling announcer anywhere. He played the villain Italian in the Academy Award-winning movie Breaking Away. Let's give him a warm reception here in Sheboygan, Eddie Van Geis.
Thank you very much, Mike Garrison. Hello, Sheboygan. Good evening, everybody. We're going to begin with the fella that's in the yellow jersey. How about this coincidence? A year ago, he won right here at Heritage Square. The Australian champion riding for Advantage Benefits Endeavor. How about a big hand? Carl Menzies. Carl Menzies, leading Super Week with 172 points. You can turn it down a little. Test 1, 2, test. In second place, all the way from Colombia, they've got a great team here. 157 points, ladies and gentlemen, from Team Monex, Carlos Vargas. Carlos Vargas. In third place in the Super Week standings with 141 points. From Australia, Advantage Benefits Endeavor, Richard England. Richard England. You know, while I talk about Advantage Benefits Endeavor, I want to bring this guy up here right now. We've got a battle for the red jersey. Two guys are actually tied with points, but the fellow I'm about to introduce is wearing red because he's won more of these sprints than his main competitor. How about a big hand, Frank Pip, Advantage Benefits Endeavor. Frank, come on, get up there. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, having a great series. And the guy that's tied with him, I got to bring him up all the way from the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, Emil Abraham, the Monex team. Emil, come on up here. They are tied for that red jersey at the end of yesterday's race in the pier, the Bell and Ells race. They both have 118, and we're going to be watching them closely. A couple of heavyweights battling for bonus cash. In fifth place, in the point standings, 125, the great champion from Colombia, Jose Serpa, number 18, Jose Serpa. Ladies and gentlemen, from Jelly Belly Pool Gel Team, San Jose, California, the only rider in the history of Super Week to win 3 pro stages in a row, former U.S. Pro Champion David McCook. Dave McCook. From Mexico, the great Mexican champion, number 107, Marco Rios. Marco Rios. Speaking of champions, this American was world champion a few years ago in U23 in the time trial. From the Jelly Belly Pool Gel team, number 23, Danny Pates got 111 Super Week points. Danny Pates. Number 88, ladies and gentlemen, from the McGuire-Langdale Pro Team, 29 Palms, California, the champion at Waukesha. Number 88, Eric Saunders. Eric Saunders. One of your faves from Neenah, Wisconsin, riding for the Wheel and Sprocket team. Number 201, they call him the Volcano. He likes to smoke on a bicycle. Andy, the Volcano Crater. Our honorary starter tonight, and you've got to find out about this gentleman here, a new sponsor from Pharma Pacific, and as it says here, ladies and gentlemen, it describes a personal altitude training system, and he's going to be our honorary starter tonight. Andrew Backus, his daughter Jacqueline here. You better give him the gun. Oh, you know what? We're going to have our national anthem. If we could have 10 speeds, please, right now, everybody rise for our national anthem.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, and back is Pharma Pacific.
up, buddy. Keep it up. Come on. Fight it. Fight it. Come on.
Smith, Arkansas, Real American, Bryce Jones, Jelly Belly Cool Gel, your champion tonight, Sheboygan. Wow, that's quite a battle. We talk about 16 guys have gained a lap, and everybody knows you need help from your teammates, a lead-out sprint. And I mean, you guys executed it perfectly. Take us on a ride of the last lap and exactly where you were and who helped you out, Bryce.
Well, we only have 5 guys here today, so actually no, we have 4 guys. So at the end of the race, it was me and Danny Pate who had lapped with a group of 16, and Kirk Albers and Dave McCook just pretty much kept us at the front. And then on the last lap, McCook hit it on the backside, drilled it up to about 40 miles an hour. Nobody could come around, and I really didn't have to do much work. I just followed his wheel and had to sprint the last 100 meters.
How about that? Don't have to do much work. You ride 100 kilometers, 62 miles, and go 40. I didn't have to work. That tells you what kind of athlete this kid is right here. Big win for you, buddy. I think it's the, first Pro Super Week win for you?
Yeah, I came in a little bit late. I took a 3-week break right before I got here, so I've been using the races to get back into form. And Holy Hill was kind of the first day that I actually felt pretty good. Did a lot of work for the team, and I leave tomorrow, so this is my last race here. So I figured might as well go out with a bang.
You went out with a bang, and I'll tell you,
Jelly Belly Pool Shell teammates before you arrived have had a great Super Week. They've done well. David McCook and Danny Pate, can't say enough about him. Alex Candelario wasn't here, I don't think, tonight, but Alex was on the podium with a couple of seconds. An awesome performance, even though he wasn't happy. Back-to-back nights, he got a couple of seconds. And your team doing very, very well. And that team based here in Wisconsin, down the road, Pleasant Prairie, next to Kenosha, right?
Yeah, we have a Jelly Belly factory here in the state of Wisconsin, so they're pretty happy to see us come in and represent the Jelly Belly name as well as Pool Gel. And I want to say thank you to everybody who came out tonight. You guys make it a lot more exciting, so there's a lot of cheering going on, so thank all you fans.
There you have it, a great champion, former national champion Bryce. Nice job tonight. Congratulations. Bryce Jones, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Worked so hard, you guys need to be here on the stage for your own community to get a look at you, who worked so hard. There's Frank Pipp, his new red jersey, the clean one. Ladies and gentlemen, he's thinking about 2,000 bucks in cash. Bryce Jones, Jelly Belly Pool Gel from Arkansas. Bryce will also get a beautiful trophy. And there's a champion's jersey. The stage winner of Super Week, PCW Cycling's Heritage Square Criterion. The yellow jersey, Advantage Benefits Endeavor Carl Menzies, the Aussie. Give the Australian a big hand. Another yellow jersey, leading with 3 days to go. All right, and let's get our second place up there. Richard England, second place. Australian Advantage Benefits Endeavor in third place. How about a big round of applause, Danny Pate. Danny, take your spot on the podium. Jerry, get out there, please. You need to be in the picture. Jerry Vandercreek. Frank, stand up. Kenosha. Sheboygan, one more time. Oh, yeah, it's been a long series.
Hey riders, Chris Franklin has all your preems also. Besides prize money when the results are declared official, Chris Franklin has...